Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke off the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call it.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
In a suit with no tie, I can't be. I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies, Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, her ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She said, I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke off the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. When you look at the Saints defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right. Tony.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. He was brought down.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Swain. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hurd. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Saints had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Operating from the gun. Swain. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he stopped immediately there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. When you look at the Saints defense, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Stroud completes this out wide. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw in the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
19.
They'll try and run again with Blue. Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 36-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it as we resume action.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
1st and 10.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Lions,
Operating from the gun, Swain. And his throw is incomplete.
For number 86, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Check go.
Operating from the gun, Swain. Now he'll tap this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock here. We just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tony.
1st down, and they go right back to blue. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Saints nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready? 60, tracking 60.
Looking to throw. Swain. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
All right. 18, what's that?
Now Stroud. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
18, what's that?
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They'll get back going into the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stroud working out of the gun. Left side to Lamb. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
18, what's that?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.
18, what's that?
They'll try to run forward, Blue. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? Brown has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
18. What's up?
They go again with blue. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Look the hot. Look. 18. What's up? Hey, uno more. 11. Why Tony?
Stroud to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
18. What's up?
Here's Stroud. That's taken in, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it first. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Look the hot. Hey, uno more. 11.
Stroud. That'll be complete to Blue. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Why Tony? Ow, just got it. 19 Texas.
Again, it's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
Here we go. 18. Hey, south. Look the hot.
Stroud looking to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play card and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Let's go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Black 40, black shot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. For the second half, 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Like a robot. Its metal brain corrodes.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Well, that's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Open man complete downfield to Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Ready. 33, yellow.
They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting is inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Looking to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Yellow, 22. Slide blue. Shut down. Motion, check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we're talking about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Stop. All right. 19. 11. Hey, we don't more. Like Tony.
And Stroud now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's good for a
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Green Jack. Black Ultra. Black Shot. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. 60 red. Fury yellow.
They'll set up to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call. It ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 135 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
And I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
18. What's that? Hey, stay with him.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall, let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go with blue between the tackles. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He's brought down at the 37. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. Now he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue. Set, red, set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a nice job there, skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Stroud back to throw. This is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Steal, black. Set. 40, cut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Davis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Late groupie now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
That's the score. Cowboys 21, Saints 18.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Gain of 10 yards.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
And the Cowboy first down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, let's go. 18,
Now Blue trying the right side. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 10-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down.
Here we go. 18,
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a high